everyone, I'm Jimmy. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'll be setting up my goal pages for October, and that'll also include my new daily routine, some books I'm reading with a little book review of them. I'm reading some really good books now, and also just some cool stickers and stuff. I have time-stamped this video so you can jump to the section that you want, or if you get bored with some things I'm talking about, you can move on. So thank you for being here. Here I am with Gabriella, and I just think she's perfect for October. The orange, and I just love her. This is a Lucy's Crafts and Coffee crocheted bow. I love this. I'll leave a link for her shop below. And my Planner Perfect charm. The Planner Perfect charms are going to be released this week. They may already be released by the time I post this video. I'm posting this video early. I'm filming it early because we're going on a camping trip at the end of the week. So I think I'll schedule this for release while I'm gone. So if you do want some fall charms, they're going to be released very, very soon, if not already. And this is a tailored plan ribbon. I love her ribbons. And I will leave a link for both of these below. For tailored plan, which is this and this, you can get 10% off with my code JimmyV, J-I-M-I-V, and she'll send you a free clip when you use my code. And this is my Planner Perfect fur bag. I love these. Also, Planner Perfect 20% off with the code Jimmy20. And the link for that is below. Here's another beautiful charm. So what I think I'm going to do is set up for October. I'm really tempted to move into this Charlotte. I know I haven't even been in here but a few days, but I just keep thinking about this. I woke up at 2 a.m. thinking, should I move into Charlotte? These are very important decisions. So what I'll do, let me get my stuff out. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the new Planner Perfect stuff from this sub box, which are these, but this looks really good with it too. This is from another year of Planner Perfect. I think this one is from this sub box. Yeah, so I'm going to get those out. Some markers. This. Yeah, all my little goodies. So I've written down what I want to put in my goal pages, which is what I'm going to start with. I love my setup. If you didn't see my video on my dress up, that is the one before this. Yeah, I just love this fall, the colors and the coziness. This is the journal, which I get in dot grid. This is the Cocoa Daisy dashboards. And here is what I'm going to work in today. And I made the mistake of putting the date on here, so I think I'm going to use this as my journal. Since it has the date on it, you know, I was going to use the one that came with it. It's beautiful. I am going to keep this in, though, because it's so pretty. But that way I can use this any other time. I feel like with this, since it has the date on there, I need to use it now. I'm going to start journaling every day, and so that's what this is going to be for. And then I have my 6-month agenda, which is through December. I haven't put my new one in here yet. I want to use these Tiny Cake Plan stickers for the weekend here because we're going camping. Yeah, so I got to set all that up. But I love the 6-month agenda, how it has the weeks and a monthly layout. I just really like this. And just gives me a nice visual overview of the week, which I need. Yeah, so this was July through December. I need to put the new washi tapes in here too. I like to put them in. I got that from my friend Brianna. She did that, so I thought that's a really good idea. And then in the back I put Cocoa Daisies, but I need to put the next 3. So anyway, we will start with this one, with the goal pages. I think I'm going to get out more of my fall washi tapes. I don't want to use apples because that's September and I use so many apples. But there's so many other good ones. And I love these white backgrounds. They make it look so, I don't know, just more modern or something. I love that. And then here's some from past Planner Perfect sub boxes. I love this one, but it's still hot here. It was 90 last week. It's crazy. Today is a nice rainy day in the 70s. It's beautiful. Okay, more apples and more green. So I'm going to put these aside for next year. Oh, those are pretty. All right, so I think those are all the washi tapes that I'm going to use. And let's see, there's my monthly layout using Planner Perfect. I did a reel on this on my Instagram, and you can check me out over there. My Instagram address is at jimmy.journalsandplans. Journals and Plans is all one word. So I'd love for you to visit me over there. I do reels and different things, usually unboxings and just different stuff. So I had fun doing this layout, and here are the goal pages I'm going to start with. I penciled in what I'm going to put on each one. I'm going to put October happenings here and then stuff for the camping trip here. My top goals, which are health, creativity, home, and family. This page, I'm going to do my daily routine because our routines change with the seasons. At least mine does. And I've really got a good routine that I love. So I'm going to try to stick with that and be consistent. And then books I'm reading for this month. Ideas for artist dates as per Julia Cameron, because I'm reading some of her books now. And art ideas for my creative time. When I sit down at my art desk, I want to look and pick an idea to do, because a lot of times I don't create because I'm like, I don't know what I should create today. If I have a list, then I can sit down and go, okay, I'm going to make prints for my jelly print. I have a jelly pad, Gelli. It's a really fun thing. And I can make prints and transfers for magazines. It's just a lot of fun. Or I can do watercolors, or I can do collage, but I just want to have ideas here to make it easier. This is this week that I've already decorated, but I have not filled in yet. We are here Monday morning. But by the time I post this, we'll be here. I pulled some letters from my Cocoa Daisy stash, and I keep them in here, but I want to have some letters to do on my goal pages that match these beautiful washi tapes. So this was my match. I'm just pulling out all the ones that may match. I get the Cocoa Daisy kits, and sometimes I think, it's too much. I shouldn't get all those because I won't use them all, but I always do. Even if it's a year or more later, I do. I think that's all that's going to match. Oh, that might match. But it's just nice to have all these choices. This is the free printable that comes with Cocoa Daisy, so I might use some of this because it matches really well. with the Planner Perfect box, and they always seem to coordinate somehow. And I pulled all of these letters, so I'll use some combination of these. But what I'm going to do is put you on fast mode for a little bit, and then I'll come back afterward. So I feel like that's a good start. And now I will just put this back in my Gabriella. I have not made the switch to Charlotte yet, but it's on my mind. Oh, that's so pretty. So let me show you what I did. Oh, I haven't filled in this yet. So I will fill this in, but I love this page. I love this black truck. It's like a nod to Halloween. I'm gonna do my other monthly layout in the Halloween stickers that I have from Hand Can Plan. So I will show you that when that's done. Okay, as far as these pages that I just did, I did the things that are happening in October here and the date. And that gives me just an overview. I was gonna put camping lists and stuff here, but there wasn't that much room. So I decided to do that in another place. So I just put little things here. I love these camping stickers from Planner Perfect. And I keep this little sticker book. I've shown this before, and I'll leave a link for this below. And I have different tabs for the different seasons. And these are all, mostly all Planner Perfect stickers. They have such good stickers, so I like to be able to use them, you know, in the following years. And it's just a good place to store them. Yeah, winter's coming. I love that Christmas tree. And I think she's gonna have some new winter stickers, I believe, having to do with the Nutcracker, because last year she did the Nutcracker theme. There's one of them, and these. Oh, so there already are Nutcracker stickers. Something she's doing with the Nutcracker. Maybe it's charms. Yeah, I think it's the Nutcracker charms. Oh, that would be great. I can't wait. I want them all. I love the Nutcracker. In fact, last year we went to see the Nutcracker Ballet, and it was so good. We had second row seats right in front of the orchestra, but the orchestra, you know, is lower, so you could see the dancers, you could see the show, you know, over the orchestra. But it was just so nice, the live orchestra, and being so close, we felt like we were a part of it. I just got so caught up in the whole thing. It was just wonderful. This year, we're not going to see the Nutcracker this year, but we are going to go see the Sound of Music musical. So it's a pre-Broadway show. I think it's going to be on Broadway after the traveling show. So I am really looking forward to that. When the kids were little, we would watch The Sound of Music over and over, and we know all the songs and all the words to the songs, and it's just going to be great. All right, so what I did here, I did different areas that I want to have goals for. So, and the only reason I covered up that goals is because I just wanted more room. So, and I did the bottom too. And so I did health, keep to my healthy eating plan and take enzymes before any food. And that's something that the doctor has given me, and it's helped tremendously. I have major digestive issues ever since I had this virus a year and a half ago. And I've lost over 35 pounds without trying because of the virus and because of my digestive issues. So there was some malnutrition because my body wasn't absorbing the vitamins from the food because my food was just passing through me. So anyway, I'm taking enzymes before anything that I eat, and it helps digest my food until I can heal. So I feel good about that. I mean, I slept through the night last night. I only woke up, I think my Aura ring, I don't have it on now because it's charging, but my Aura ring said I woke up 3 times, and that is like unheard of. Usually it's 12 to 15 times. And so, and I think it's because of the enzymes. It's settling my stomach and it's not waking me up. So I feel good today. And then exercise classes at least twice weekly. And there is a third one if I want to go to it. So, and then on the other days, 30 minutes walking. And then stretching, deep breathing, and or yoga practice daily. I like doing that in the afternoon before dinner, and it just calms my system down, gets me ready for the evening. So I'm trying to keep it simple. I don't want to add too much. So if I do these 3 things, I think it will greatly improve my health. And then creativity, I really want to embrace my creativity more because I have so many ideas, and I was reading a book on anxiety, and creativity is the antidote to anxiety. When we're being creative, we're not anxious. It's like you can't be both at the same time. So I want to sit at my art desk every day. Even if I don't have a current project I'm working on, I can declutter some of my supplies, sort through some pages, and you know, that in itself will give me ideas. So I just want to sit at my art desk every day. That's a good place to start. Just show up at my art desk. And then I want to make a list of creative art ideas to pull from. I've mentioned that before. I've started one, and I'm going to do those in my journal. This is what I'm going to use for the journal, so I'm going to set this up probably next video. Okay, watch tutorials or inspiration weekly, which I have been doing. I've been making prints from my jelly plate, and you can take magazines, and I want to find some of my National Geographic magazines. You can get magazines and put it on the jelly plate and pull up prints from the magazine, and then you can paint on them and make it into a different art. So it's just a really cool thing. So I'm trying to get better at that because it wasn't working for me, and then yesterday it worked a little better, and now I think I've got it down pat. It's because I wasn't waiting long enough in between letting it dry and pulling it up. So I want to do that. declutter art area after each project. And this is very helpful because if it's a mess, like it is right now, I won't sit down and do my art. In the afternoon is when I usually like to do my art, and because, you know, it's relaxing and creative. And if it's a mess, I won't sit down and do it. But if it's straight, it's like it's more inviting and it makes me sit down and do it. So I want to do that. Make a list of potential artist dates nearby. And that's something that Julia Cameron in her book, The Artist's Way, recommends. It's difficult for me because I am such a homebody and an introvert. I don't like going out. I could just be home all day, every day, and I'll be fine. I loved that we were stuck at home during COVID because I didn't have to make excuses for not going out. So that's kind of difficult for me. You know, it's fun going, you know, you do it alone. It's like museums or hikes or, you know, things that you do alone for inspiration for your art. There are some stationery stores that sell planner stuff. I could do that, but I'm just not one to buy a whole lot of different planners. I know it doesn't seem that way, but I like to try to keep it simple. And so I don't want to go to the store and buy stuff that I don't need. And I hate to shop anyway. But anyway, I'm working on that one. All right. And then I continued on the next page. So goals for my home, continue my decluttering plan. And that's because we are thinking of putting our house on the market early next year. So I want to get everything decluttered and then make a list of repairs needed before we sell. So I have a plan for that, and I want to keep with that. Spiff up the front yard, put a plant by the window, put down mulch, all that stuff. So that's my home. Family dinner weekly, either here or out. And I've been keeping with that. Whoever is available of my 4 children and their significant others to come. They're all 21 years old and over. Visit Mimi, my mother, call her daily, and date night weekly. We saw this good movie, the Downton Abbey movie, last weekend. That was really good, if you're a Downton Abbey fan. So those are the goals: home, family, health, creativity. I know it seems like a lot, but I feel like I kept it more simple than usual, which was my goal. And then I put the books I'm reading. So the book, let me just grab the book real quick. Okay, It's Never Too Late to Begin Again. I've shown this one by Julia Cameron. She wrote The Artist's Way. This is a really good book. It's good for anyone, but I'm retired. I'll be 62 next week. So this is really good. I love this book, and so I'm reading a little bit each morning. During my morning time, I'll read 15 to 20 minutes of this book. Here is the contents. Reigniting a sense of wonder. I love this. Reigniting a sense of joy. Vitality, that's what I need. And it has weekly check-in. And it has a task after each chapter of how to apply the chapter. And it has nice quotes on it, most every page. Yeah, so this is one of the books. Then her memoir I'm reading, and that one I have online. What is it called? Okay, I just looked. It's called Floor Sample. Floor Sample by Julia Cameron, and it's her story. It's really good, and she went through a lot of trials and stuff, and it's just her story, which I love. So I have that on Kindle, and I'm reading it at night before bed. I like to read a novel or a memoir before bed, and so that I can read it on my phone, and I turn the light to the lowest possible brightness so it doesn't mess up my, you know how the blue light is supposed to do something to make you not sleep or something like that. So anyway, that's a good one. The next book is Whole Brain Living. This is so good. Jill Bolte Taylor, I actually discovered her on Oprah in the 90s, but she is so good. She has a TED Talk, which was like the first viral TED Talk ever, and it's about her. This is her memoir. I should have shown you this one first. Now, I'm reading this at night, too, and I took a break, and I'm reading Julia Cameron's, and then I'll go back. But she's a brain scientist. She's educated in brain anatomy and just she taught at Harvard, and, you know, that's her specialty, PhD. And so she studies the brain, and while doing that, she had a stroke. She was aware enough, though, to realize what was going on. And so she tells about it in here. And there's so many insights into brain health and how our brain works. And then she goes into more detail. This is the memoir, so this is what happened to her. And the TED Talk tells about this, but obviously not in as much detail as the book. So I watched the TED Talk first, and then I started reading the book. So, and this is her book after this, which explains things in more detail. The Anatomy of Choice and the 4 characters that drive our life. And she talks about the 4 different areas of our brain, and it's scientific. It's like the left brain, there's 2 parts. The first part of our left brain is what drives our, getting things done. And then the second part is the emotional left brain, which is like prone to depression and stuff like that. Then the right side of our brain is in 2 parts. And the one part is the fun, playful part. And then the other part is like the spiritual part. So, and it's just about what those different parts of our brains do and how we can use our whole brain. So many people live out of one part of their brain, usually the left character one brain, which is the get things done side of our brain. And those people that use that side all the time are more prone to like heart attacks and stuff because their brains aren't balanced. They're on go, 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 go all the time. So this is just really, really, really good, insightful, and helps you to be aware of and learn to use the other parts of your brain so your life can be more balanced. It helps your nervous system. It helps everything. So Jill Bolte Taylor, watch her TED Talk. You can just find it on YouTube. I'll try to leave the link below. And yeah, it's just so good. This is just life-changing. And then Julia Cameron is life-changing for creativity and using the right side of your brain more. So those are the books that I have listed here. The other ones that I'm kind of messing with are Attitudes of Gratitude. I didn't put this one down, but this has a little reading of a couple pages. And so what I do is when I sit down for breakfast, I just read one of the, 1 or 2 pages. And it's really good to start your morning. I learned about this book when I was doing Moxie Life. And this was one of their books. So yeah, this is really good for like a morning book. And especially if you don't have much time, you can read a page and a half. So, and it helps set your trajectory for the day. And then this one I'm just finishing, and I've showed this one before. I've read it before, so I'm not reading it cover to cover this time, but I do like to look at the little activities it has. So this is good. And I shared this in my last video. So those are the books I'm reading now. Oh, one more. I have this one on my to read next at night book. So I have looked at her online and I follow her, and I wanted to read this book, how she got to where she is now. And it's, you know, it's about your house and working smarter, not harder. Let's look at the contents real quick so you can see. Start small, decide once, live in the season, build routines, everything in its place, go in the right order, schedule rest, be kind to yourself, and how to live like a lazy genius. So this is going to be next when I finish those two memoirs. And those are my books. So then we have my basic daily routine. Like I said, I'm trying to simplify. So I'm trying to put it in bigger time blocks, like Amanda shared on Amanda's Favorites. One of her videos about time blocking helped me to try to do that instead of having it chopped up into little half-hour and hour increments. So, and it takes a lot of the stress away and helps me to embrace that time of day. So from 7 to 10, it's a slow morning. And the things I could do, you know, obviously get up, get dressed, have coffee, do morning pages, have breakfast, and do my reading. It's nice because I have till 10 o'clock to do those things. And I might not do all of them, and I might do more than just this. It just depends on the morning. But this is basically what I do, and the focus is on a slow morning. I need to have a slow, thoughtful morning in order to thrive and be at my best. That's just what works for me. So then 10 to noon is productive time. That's when I exercise, have my desk time, and do my planning. And then noon, lunch hour, and I try to take a full hour for my lunch. Sometimes I sit outside on the deck to soak in the sun, especially if I've had an exercise class that morning. And other times I watch fun planning videos. So just whatever, but I try to take a whole hour. And then from 1 to 3 is more productive time. That's when I usually do my home blessing, my chores, and more desk time if I need it. 3 to 5 is wind down time. That's when I have my afternoon tea and a snack, do my yoga practice, and read. So that's nice. I like that time before my husband gets home. And usually when he comes home, I'm sitting on the couch with my mint tea, reading a book, and it's just nice with nice classical music in the background or my light jazz. It's just, I look forward to that time. And then 5 to 8:30 is the evening time, dinner, time with family, and an evening stroll. And, you know, my husband and I watch our shows. And then 8:30, I head upstairs for bed. And I don't go to bed at 8:30, but I start getting ready for bed at 8:30. Take a bath if I need it, put my jammies on, and maybe do some stretching, read, do my puzzles, little things, and then I try to do lights out at 10. So this is doable for me, and I don't feel stressed out and overwhelmed, but I feel like everything is pretty much covered. So yeah, I'm excited about this. And then here's my weekly setup. I went ahead and filled this in off camera. I like to have a main thing each day that I put on the top. So Monday is laundry day. And then I have little stickers from Tiny Kate Plans that say exercise. So if I have the sticker on there, then I'm sure to fill it in each day. So on the days I don't have class, I do walk and yoga. And I just put things here. I ordered a new planner mat from Lucy at Lucy's Crafts and Coffee. And she's making me one that's going to be, this one was for spring. Isn't that pretty? So she's doing me one. I don't know if it's going to be this shape or round. I told her to choose, and it's going to be fall colors. And I said I really liked this color. This is one of her bows, and I love the browns and with the touch of blue. So she might do it one of those colors or some of those colors. And this, I like this combination, just the orange and blue. This is hers too. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, I did that. Actually, I can fill this in because I did it. And then Tuesday, make the camping to-do list. So now we're on Tuesday. I started this yesterday. Now we're here. So today I'm going to do my camping to-do list. I have my class at 10, but I got up early, so I have a couple hours till then. My new planner's here. I ordered one that I use for my content planning. That's more of a structured setup. And then finish filming my video. And then here, edit and finalize video, because I'm doing it early because I'm going to be gone. Leave for camping, enjoy the day soaking up nature. Yay, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. The weather is perfect. It's in the 50s, the low 50s at night, and in the low 70s during the day. It is perfect for camping. And then my daughter and her husband are going to join us Friday, and they'll be with us Saturday, and then we check out on Sunday. So this looks like a balanced week. I love seeing the whole week at a glance because I'm just so visual, and it helps me to, you know, see where there's spaces that I could fill in, where I need more, where I need less, that kind of thing. So that's my setup for October. And then I'll do my daily pages after the week setup. And I'll need to fill this in, which I'll do off camera because this is probably getting long. And what I'll do, hopefully in my next video, I'm going to set up my journal. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of it today because I want to start journaling, and then I'll do more on camera and I'll show you that. So that is that. I'm going to use I'm going to use these camping stickers from Tiny Cape Plans. And some of these were Tiny Cape Plans too. I love her to do stickers like the washing machine, the water the plant, the groceries. She has hydrate stickers. I like this one. I'm going to put this on the days. So remind me to do my art, be creative. She has stickers for showers, exercise, different sizes. These are all Tiny Cape Plans. And if you want to get Tiny Cape Plans, I have a discount code, which is Jimmy15. See, it's really nice. I like putting this exercise sticker on every day because then I can fill it out. It just reminds me to exercise that day and to choose what I'm going to do for that day. Here's the washing machines, groceries, weather, movie night. So when I'm planning my week, I take these out and it helps me to remember what I need to schedule in. So that's Tiny Cape Plans. And this is also Tiny Cape Plans. So I'm going to use this for my 6-month agenda weekly layout. Or maybe I'll use it for after I come back from camping to do memory pages. And I did that with the last time we camped. And I'll just show you real quick. I think it's here. This was October 2022. Here it is. So this is when we went camping. So I took little pictures with my Canon IV. Well, I did it on my phone and I printed them from my Canon IV. I made the awesome fire. I am the best fire builder. I would do good on Survivor building fires. See, look, that was first try. But I obviously had a lighter. But still, I learned it in Girl Scouts, so I love being in the woods. And so I'm the fire caretaker. I keep it going. And my husband put up a tent on the back of his truck. Then I use this, and it's like a glamping. I have this air mattress that's a foot or two high. And it's very luxurious. And then it rained the first night. It was very cold on the second. It got down to the 30s, but I loved it. It was so nice. I loved it. I sleep so much better outside. I guess because I don't have the noises of the neighbors or traffic or people stomping in the house. Yeah, had some nice food. We took a walk and I collected these leaves for an art project. Yeah, so I think I might use these for doing a memory page when I come back, or a couple of memory pages. I just now decided that. So yeah, that'll be nice. Here are just a few more of Tiny Kate Plan stickers. Isn't that great? And it has the washi tape. I probably have showed these. She has the days of the week in the different colors, which I love for setting up my week. Aren't those so cute? These are all size medium pages if you order them. Size medium. She has small for if you have a smaller planner, or a large. So I love that you can choose what size you want. Apple trees. I've used that one. Use that one. This is her original artwork. Red-bellied woodpecker. Aren't they just adorable? I love her stickers. I did a week layout with this. And we have mine and my son's birthday coming up, so I got this one. And then, this is the new PR pack that she sent me. Look at that. Isn't that great for October? These are her new ones. Look, black cats with a ghost. Isn't that just so adorable? I love these. I can't wait to use these. Some gourds, different colors. And more original artwork. Yeah, so those are the new Tiny Kate Plan stickers. But if you look through her Etsy shop, which I will leave a link below, you'll see all kinds of good stuff. Her older stickers are just as good as her newer ones. So that's Tiny Kate Plans, and you can use Jimmy15 for a discount of 15%. Since I have these out, I'm going to go ahead and show you the progression of how my planning has progressed in the past 4 or 5 years. I'm just going to show you the goal pages. So this, obviously is my goal pages from this month. Now in 2021, here's what my goal pages looks like. Well, this is my monthly layout. And these were my goal pages. Look how different it looks. I've gotten much more artistic. So I had my personal goals here and my boys' class schedules there. More family goals. Questions for George to ask CPCC advisor. That's his community college. All right. So that was 2021. October 2022. A little different. I did the washi tape around the edges of the pages. I got that from, I think it was Brandy, who is one of the moderators in the Planner Perfect fans group. And I loved it. It makes it feel different. I just love it. So that's what I did. So I think I taped this cover in there by accident and just left it. So that was the monthly view. And this was my goal pages. Fall morning routine. Watch the sunrise from my bath. I remember doing that. All right, then I did my plan and my diet here. My birthday, desired gifts. Oh, that's when I got my new bicycle. All right, things I could do this month. I had to make a list for my real ID, which I did get, and then my son's birthday. What we're gonna do for that. So that's October 2022. October 2023. Don't you love these covers? And this is also a washi tape. There it is. See, there's a washi tape with the same design. I love this tree. I like the brown on it, the brown trunk. It goes so well with a brown traveler's notebook. Another sign that I should move into Charlotte. Next video, I'm gonna probably be in Charlotte. I might move into Charlotte right after this video. All right, so here's my 2023. I started putting things on the front pages as my dashboard. Fall daily routine. Okay, October events. And then I had different areas for my goals. Health, personal, home, and yard. Yeah, and then I started my days. I had tabs in here because this is when I did my meal plan in the back. Yeah, so that was 2023. And then we have last year, 2024. I did the tabs again. This one's messing up. So, oh, I loved this. Yeah, this was the Cocoa Daisy theme. Isn't that pretty? All right, I did things in October. Oh, I had my retreat. Oh, my solitude retreat. That was solitary retreat. That was so nice at this place in the woods. Travel. My husband was going to Salt Lake City for the month. Then I did my morning routine, my afternoon routine, and my evening routine. Basic daily routine. Then I did October goals, and this is in the style of Moxie Life. They have the different areas. And then I started my days. Didn't do that day. I didn't do that whole week. Oh, these are weekly layouts. Okay, what I did here is I did my weekly layouts in the beginning. This was a blank journal. And then I just journaled till I stopped. Be a fountain, not a drain. This is Jill Bolte Taylor. That's the one of the books I just showed you. Be responsible for the energy we bring. Yes. So anyway, these, I won't go through this whole thing. Jenny Live. Oh, it's hard for me not to go back and look at this because it's so pretty. All right, the meal plan in the back. And that was 2024. And now, 2025. I feel like it gets better each year. Well, I'm sure this video is way too long, except for Vicky. Vicky, you like long ones, she tells me. So that's all. I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh, I just love the fall. I love the fall colors. Yeah. So next time I'll probably be in Charlotte, but for now I'm gonna stay in Gabriella, at least for maybe all of today. So that's all, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Please leave comments, and also don't forget to visit me on Instagram. It's at jimmy.journalsandplans, all one word. And what else? Jenny's Instagram for Planner Perfect is at Planner Perfect, and she has a lot of good things on her Instagram as well. And then the Planner Perfect Facebook fans group, I'll leave a link for that below. That's just such a good place for inspiration and friends and pretty planner stuff. Yeah, I just love that group. So hope everyone has a great week and a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.